Against all costs because the chain is very tight. Okay, we're gonna get the bottom here. Let's just kind of rock it off a little bit, give it a little bit of vibration there. Okay, this one looks like it's coming. The other one looks like it's coming also. A little bit of vibration there. There we go. Awesome. Alright, so now it's loose. Just take it off for a second. And we're going to adjust it accordingly to the timing. So we're going to take it off. You can see from back here the markings. Okay, I can loosen this up. What you want to do is you want to spin this accordingly to the timing of the stator. So see how the lobes are? The lobes are now in the V shape, sucking into, well, you already know. They're in the V shape. The pointy at the end of the V shape is pointing toward the front at the top, dead center here. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how that one is. Go in a little bit. You're gonna have to tilt this one because it's so tight. Tilt the cam chain. Okay. I believe the cam chain's tilted all the way in now. Not yet. I don't want to spin the cam chain because it's already locked into the gear of the flywheel, and the flywheel's already in good time. So that's why I'm just trying to pull this a little bit in and out loose. Okay, there we go. So let's see how this looks. Seems to be in good timing here. Just want to come back from the side too and check it out. Want to make sure that both marks are leveled in because it's going to be squeezed, and then the time chain is going to put a little bit more pressure. So we want this marking to be out a little bit more. So that is correct. You can see here. Purposely we want that because when we put the time chain in, we can't see the circle one way or the other. This one. A little bit more because that's what we mean by it's probably off by a tooth, their timing. But let's see if the flywheel actually moved also, so we're going to look at that as well. Yeah, the flywheel is still the same. It's still right on the T mark where we left it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and just move it one more notch down, one more T. So we're gonna go ahead and adjust this. We want that little round right here to actually come out a little bit more, because again, with the time chain tensioner, it's gonna pull it in more. So let's go ahead and do that. Because we had the other time, last time, it still didn't fire that way. Let me take this one off again. Gotta dip it in when I take it off, because it also won't come off. Okay. There we go. Just did it one notch over. See if it worked. Might be a little too much now. Grab it from the bottom. Yeah, that looked like a little too much there. We didn't want to stick out that much. So let's go and work at it again. Take it off. Lean it forward. That's the only way I can take it off. Okay, it's off. Alright, so let's see how we're going to position this again. We got it that way. That looks like it's one tooth, right? Just one tooth off, then it'll pull in this way when the cam chain tensioner in there. That's where our goal is. So let's go ahead and put that guy in there. Okay, let's see how this one looks. I feel more comfortable with this way, because I got a feeling when the cam chain tensioner locks into place, it's gonna put pressure. I'm gonna simulate. Put my hand in the cam chain tensioner hole. Should be there. Or still look like it's still, maybe it's sticking out too much. We gotta go one back in. We don't want to be off too much, or let's go ahead and move this forward. I'm not even sure if it's possible we can even, this might be the closest one. We might have to come back to this one. Who knows? Alright, let's see how this one does. Yeah. Having a little trouble with the bottom one here. Seems like one of our chain probably that we connected is kind of stiff. It's not one to flex for us, but there we go. Okay, now this one looks like it's going in too much. It's amazing how this is teeter-totting. So we're gonna have to take it back off. Might be easier to take it from the top. Okay. Too much there. Too much there. Let's see how it'll sit. This one's gonna be probably the same. Too much. Too little. This might work. Yep. Lift up the chain guide on top again. Alright, so how we go there. Alright, this might be the best possibility we have, because then when it puts the tension on the chain, it's going to pull it in like that. I think this might be the one that we're looking for. I think it's still kind of off a little bit by one tooth though. We'll see. We'll try it out this way. We'll put it in like this, because I think we go one more tooth and it'll be leveled again. If it's too leveled, then when this clamps down, it's not gonna be the right timing. So yeah, it's gripping on that okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and straighten this out. We'll put our camshaft holder back in. Oh, the EX facing the bottom. I always forget. See how it looks. Looks right. Our dowel pins. Yep, our dowel pin's still in the same spot. Yep. Dowel pins on the other corner. Yep. Oh, all I see what these things are. They came out the groove, so you gotta knock them back in. There it goes, going in. Surely, but it's going in. There we go. That one's going in. This one's kind of turned a little bit right here. So this one's gone in into the little hole. This one here looks like it's gonna give us trouble. We don't turn it. So we'll take our flathead. We'll give it a turn. Usually it self-aligns itself when it hits the stud, but sometimes it doesn't, so you have to make sure. There you go. It doesn't take much to move it. There you go. Sliding back in. That's okay, we got it. There we go. Lift everything up. Okay, we're doing one notch off because we're expecting that's the right timing. Not ready to go in yet. This one's holding it. Piece of hair here. Got that out of the way. I wonder what's bugging it. Maybe this thing right here. Give it a wiggle. Wiggle and a jiggle. Come on. You didn't want to come off, now you don't want to go in. Oh, you know what it is? We didn't put our camshaft far outward enough for it to do its thing. That's why. Can't force something in there. It has to fit exactly the way it's intended. There we go. Looks like it's going. You can now kind of spin it a little bit too. We'll get back our timing there, but we can spin it. It's riding really nicely on the rail. See why this guy is giving us a hard time. Take a screwdriver maybe, a little fiddle on the riddle. Amazing how this thing can just move. Just a little screwdriver turn. Almost wanted to go in there. There we go. Got one. Oh yeah, these ones won't go in there until we actually put pressure. So that's expected. Alright, so these ones are all closed up here, you can see. And these ones won't go in there all the way yet until we put pressure on this side because of the tightness of the cam chain. Okay. They should. But they're not. Don't force it because it might be just a holder that can lock arm.